Welcome and good morning. I'm Charles Cuddy, Director of the Northwest Arkansas Education Service Cooperative, and I'd like to welcome the guests, teams, parents, students, faculty, our current radio audience, and ACE officials to the Northwest Co-op for this Academic Competition and Education, or ACE contest. These contests give students the opportunity to compete academically in subjects they study in school, as well as art history, Shakespeare, current events, and sports. We are proud of these students' efforts to prepare for today's contest. Competing in ACE encourages academic achievement, initiative, and good sportsmanship. It requires that the students put in long hours of their own time in independent study to be competitive. Here at the Co-op, this is a representation of the many services that we provide to all the school districts in Benton, Washington, and Madison County. We have approximately 100 employees that provide these services to educators, teachers, and students. So we're thrilled to have you here, and I'm thrilled to introduce Mr. Dustin Seaton, who is one of those team members here at the Co-ops that does outstanding work for all the students in the region. Mr. Seaton, the ACE Program Coordinator. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Dr. Cuddy, for joining us today and providing those welcoming remarks to hear the Northwest Arkansas Education Cooperative. The continuation of ACE and the ACE competition is dependent on administrators and directors like you, as well as all the participating school districts who support this unique academic opportunity here in Northwest Arkansas. I would like to also welcome and thank the KURM radio and listening audience for broadcasting live the FM stream at KURM.net and 100.3, all of the ACE series games for this 2019-2020 season. And for those listening at home, welcome to today's games number 3 and 4 in the whole series of 9 matches. Here's a brief summary about ACE. Each team plays 3 preliminary games during the season, and in those scores will be determined which teams advance to the postseason championship. The championship tournament will be held on Wednesday, February the 26th, 2020 at Farmington High School's Performing Arts Center to determine which team takes home the coveted first place trophy. Again, I'm Dustin Seaton, the gifted and talented specialist here at the Northwest Arkansas Cooperative. The game moderator and the additional game judge and administrator is Ms. Casey Neal, the novice coordinator here at the Co-op. Our scorekeeper is the coach from Bentonville. And now before we start reading game question 3, let's have the 3 teams competing in game 3 introduce themselves, starting with the blue team from Farmington. Please introduce your coach and first half players.
Yes, we're Farmington High School, and going clockwise, we have Catherine Bale, Daniel Park, Connor Sharp, myself, Reed Petrie, and Katie Jansen, and we are coached by the wonderful Mr. Clayton Williams.
Thank you, Farmington. And the yellow team from Prairie Grove High School, please introduce your first half players and coach.
All right, from Mr. Dustin Seaton's left to right, we have Cole Cash, myself, Alex Michael Brown, Stephen Wayne Edison, Nellie Brown, Ella Nations, and Jennifer Lopez, and we're coached by the magnificent Ms. Mitchell.
Thank you, Prairie Grove High School. And the red team from Bentonville West High School, please introduce your first half players and coach.
Hello, we are Bentonville West High School, and going clockwise is Leo Hart, McKinley Almeida, Ethan Bennett, myself, Olivia Morris, and Karina Botcher, and we are coached by Tom Hollinsworth.
Thank you, Bentonville West High School. For the benefit of those people unfamiliar with the ACE game, I will briefly review its structure. There are 2 halves to be played, each half focusing on 7 different academic subject categories. In general, the first half subjects are primarily language arts questions, and the second half questions mainly come from math and science categories, with some variations as well. For most questions, awarding of the points for each team falls in a range from 4 to 0 points. Exact points received by each team will be announced as the game is played. For most of the questions, each team have 15 seconds to answer an individual team question before the other teams can buzz in to steal for 1 point. Now there are other nuances to the game, and hopefully both the audience present here at the Co-op and the radio listening audience at KURM at home will figure it out as the game match progresses. The team scores will be officially announced twice during the match, at the halftime break and at the conclusion of the game. Teams can challenge a question, but will risk 2 points for any unsuccessful challenge. All challenges must have documentation proving the merits of their challenge for it to be successful. With that said, let's begin game number 3, question 1. Starting with Farmington. Your current events question taken from the Arkansas Democrat Gazette newspapers from November the 18th through Friday, November the 22nd, 2019. Farmington, your current events question. On Thursday, November 21st, the Arkansas Democrat Gazette headline declared, quote, EU envoy affirms quid pro quo, end quote, summarizing his testimony about Ukraine on Wednesday before the House Intelligence Committee. Identify the EU ambassador who testified that he was following orders on Ukraine aid.
Sonlin.
Sonlin is correct for 4 points. Well done, Farmington High School. Moving on to Prairie Grove High School, your current events question. Identify the chairman of the parent company of the Arkansas Democrat Gazette who joined former President Bill Clinton on Thursday, November 21st, celebrating the 200th anniversary of the first issue of the Arkansas Gazette.
Husband,
That is correct. Walter Hussman Jr. for 4 points. Well done, Prairie Grove High School. And Bentonville West High School, your current events question. Identify the 20-year military officer who received a Purple Heart for being wounded in the Iraq War, who was among the officials who listened in to the July 25th call when President Trump asked Ukrainian President Zelensky for a favor. No? No? No?
White.
No? That's time for the steal, Farmington High School. Vinman is correct for 1 point. Well done, Farmington High School. Moving on to game question 2, starting with Farmington High School, taken from the category of World Geography and Culture. Farmington, your geography culture. Question. What index was constructed by the UN to measure the level of development for a country through a combination of income, education, and life expectancy?
Human Development Index.
That is correct. Human Development Index for 4 points. Well done, Farmington High School. Prairie Grove High School, your world geography question. What is the term for the value of the total output of goods and services produced in a country in a year, not accounting for money that leaves and enters the country?
Gross domestic product.
Gross domestic product is correct for 4 points. Well done, Prairie Grove High School. And Bentonville West High School, your world geography culture question. The value of the output of goods and services produced in a country in a year, including money that leaves and enters the country, is known as what?
gross national income.
That is correct. Gross national income for 4 points. Well done to all 3 teams on the geography category questions. Now moving on to game question 3, the U.S. history question. Farmington, your U.S. history question. What is the name of the war where President Jackson commanded troops to invade Florida to stop continuing raids on American territory by Seminole Indians?
Quasi one.
No? Time for the steal, Bentonville West High School.
War of 1812.
No? And for the steal, Prairie Grove High School.
The Mexican-American War.
No? All good guesses. We were actually looking for the Seminole War. No points awarded to any team on that one. Moving on to Prairie Grove High School, your U.S. history question. What larger war was the French and Indian War part of?
The 7 Years' War.
That is correct. The 7 Years' War for 4 points. Well done, Prairie Grove High School. Bentonville West High School, your American history question. What was the first major colonial conflict that occurred in 1637?
Quasi war.
No?
French and Indian.
No?
Yorktown.
No? Time for the steal, Farmington High School. call time for the still Prairie Grove High School.
Salem Witch Trials.
No, all good guesses. We were looking specifically for the Peacock or Peacock War. No points awarded for that question. Moving on to game question number 4, taken from selected short stories in literature. Farmington, your selected short story, a literature question. In the short story, The Untold Lie by Sherwood Anderson, what decision does Hal ask Ray for advice on?
If he should get married.
That is correct, whether or not he should get married for 4 points. Well done, Farmington High School. Prairie Grove High School, your selected short story comes from the short story A Clean, Well-Lit or Lighted Place by Ernest Hemingway. Why does the young waiter assume the old deaf man had no reason to try to commit suicide?
He is wealthy.
That is correct for 4 points. Because he was wealthy. Moving on to Bentonville West High School. Your selected short story comes from The Hunter Gracchus by Franz Kafka. What is the title of the man who prayed for the Hunter Gracchus?
The burgomaster of Riva.
That is correct. The burgomaster of Riva for 4 points. Well done, Bentonville West High School. Well done, all 3 teams on that one. Moving on to game question number 5, taken from the American government category. Starting with Farmington, your American government question. What is the term used to describe Congress's checks to see that the executive branch's agencies are carrying out the policies that Congress has set by law?
Oversight function.
That is correct. Oversight function for 4 points. Well done, Farmington High School. Prairie Grove High School, your American government question. If Congress adjourns its session within 10 days of submitting a bill to the President, and the President does not act, the measure dies. This is called a what?
Pocket veto.
A pocket veto is correct for 4 points. Well done, Prairie Grove High School. And Bentonville West High School, your American government question. What are elections called that occur in non-presidential election years?
Caucus.
No?
Biannual election.
No?
Designated election.
No?
Term election.
No? Time for the Steel Farmington High School.
Off-year election.
Off-year elections is correct for 1 point. Well done, Farmington High School. Now moving on to game question number 6, taken from Shakespeare. Farmington High School, your Shakespeare question, comes from Shakespeare's The Winter's Tale. Whom does Leontes accuse of being an infidel?
Hermione.
Hermione is correct for 4 points. Well done, Farmington High School. Prairie Grove High School, your Shakespeare question comes from The Winter's Tale. Who was the king of Sicily's childhood friend?
Polyxenes.
That is correct for 4 points. Polyxenes or Xenix, or the king of Bohemia. Moving on to Bentonville West High School, your Shakespeare question comes from Shakespeare's in The Winter's Tale. To whom is Hermione married?
Leontes.
That is correct, King Leontes for 4 points. Well done, all 3 teams in the Shakespeare category. Now moving on to game question 7 from the vocabulary category, starting with Farmington. Your vocabulary question. Name the verb meaning imitate or mimic.
8.
8 is correct for 4 points. Well done, Farmington High School. Prairie Grove High School, your vocabulary question. Name the verb meaning foil or thwart. Balk is correct for 4 points. Well done, Prairie Grove High School. Bentonville West High School, your vocabulary question. Name the verb meaning to increase or intensity.
Amplify.
No?
Aggrandize.
Aggrandize is correct for 3 points. Well done, Bentonville West High School. Now, before we move on to game question 8 and 9, each team has selected a different first half subject category question during a pregame meeting with the captains. When it is their turn, each team can only provide one answer to the question. A correct answer earns that team 4 points. Should the answer be incorrect, the other 2 teams can buzz in to steal for 2 points. So starting with game question 8, the team choice category, Farmington High School, you selected government as your team choice category. Your American government question. What is the term for a committee composed of members of both houses?
Joint committee.
Joint committee is correct for 4 points. Well done, Farmington High School. Prairie Grove High School, you selected vocabulary as your team choice category. Your vocabulary question. Name the verb meaning to charge in court. Arraign is correct for 4 points. Well done, Prairie Grove High School. And Bentonville West High School, you selected Shakespeare as your question. From Shakespeare's The Winter's Tale, Leontes is the king of where?
Cecilia.
That is correct. Cecilia or Sicily is correct for 4 points. Well done, Bentonville West High School. And now we're moving into game question 9, the last question in the first half, selected by me. It's a toss-up question. Would all players please get your buzzers in hand? You can buzz in at any time if you think you know the answer. The category chosen by the moderator will be American history. What were the 2 largest ports in the colonies during the 1770s? Bentonville West High School.
Boston Harbor and New Orleans.
No. Farmington High School.
Seville and New Orleans.
No. And Prairie Grove High School.
Boston Harbor and New York.
No, all good guesses. We were looking for specifically for Philadelphia and New York harbors, or ports. All right, that concludes the first half of play. Let's get a team update of score. Currently in third place with 19 points, we have Bentonville West High School. Currently in second place with 30 points is Farmington High School. And currently in first place with 32 points is Prairie Grove High School. We're going to take a quick intermission break and substitute players for our second half game of play.
Saving up for or ready to start thinking about and building your dream home from the ground up? If it is that time for that decision to become a reality for you, wait no longer and reach out to Bauman and Crossnow Construction. Established in 2013, Mike Bauman, alongside with Michael and Lane Crossnow, Bauman and Crossnow Construction specialize in residential custom homes, general contracting, multifamily homes, and other specialized homes as well. Having lived in Northwest Arkansas for a combined 61 years, Bauman and Crossnow Construction are no strangers to the Northwest Arkansas and Farmington areas. They can be reached at www.baumancrossnow.com. Bauman and Crossnow Construction, where your dream home can become a reality, are proud supporters of Farmington Cardinal Athletics. Go Cards!
Every home has electrical problems. A faulty switch, outdated fixtures, or not enough outlets. Buzz has seen them all. What's your home's problem? Call Buzz Electrical through Wednesday and get $50 off your service call and receive a whole home safety inspection on us.
The academies give students an opportunity to be grouped together with other students that have similar career interests so that we're not all part of just a big student population. We are all headed in the same direction.
We are really excited to implement them to provide some career training for kids as they get out into the real world so they have the expectations and they know what's going to go on so that if they're going into the workforce or if they're going to college, they're already prepared for those things.
Are you in the market for some exterior or home improvements? Is your home ready for new siding, gutters, or metal roof or asphalt roof? Do you need a new metal building or a shop? Give Foster's Exterior Solutions a call today. Locally owned and operated right here in Farmington since 2008, Foster's Exterior Solutions is a proud supporter of Farmington Cardinal Athletics.
Hello, this is Kerry Pitts with Foster's Exterior Solutions. Please give us a call for all your roofing, siding, and gutter needs. We're at 479-445-9799. Go Cardinals!
Real estate is like football. You want a winning team that knows how to run offense and defense, knows the plays, the competition, how to score, and isn't afraid to get a little dirty. The McNaughton team knows two important things. One, how to help you buy, sell, invest in, and
All right, returning back from the first half radio break. Welcome back to the KURN radio listening audience. We are live at the Northwest Arkansas Education Cooperative in Farmington, where we just completed the first half of game number 3. Currently our score is in third place, Bentonville West has 19 points. In second place currently is Farmington with 30 points. And currently our first place team with 32 points is Prairie Grove. We have substituted players from our first half to our second half, so we're going to turn it back over to our students to introduce their second half players and their coach. Starting with the blue table, Farmington High School, would you please introduce your second half players and coach?
We are Farmington High School, and going clockwise, we have Clayton Williamson, Omar Kadan, myself, Jonathan Bry, Josh Jowers, and Weston Sills, and we are coached by Mr. Williams.
Thank you, Farmington High School. And in the middle, the yellow table from Prairie Grove High School, would you please introduce your second half players and coach?
Good morning, guys. We're Prairie Grove High School. Clockwise, we've got Harrison Shaw Lowe, and we've got Carl Jansen Von Bergen, myself, Noah Jacobs Siniceros, Griffin Shaw Roden, and then we've got Landon Shaw Madewell.
Thank you, Prairie Grove High School. And on the red table from Bentonville West High School, would you please introduce your second half players and coach?
We are Bentonville West. In the clockwise direction, we have Monis B. Kochuri, Autumn Cook, myself, Shorna Alam, Megan Paul, Justin Kilgo, and we are coached by Mr. Tom Holmesworth.
Thank you, Bentonville West High School. Now we will start the second half of the game with 7 new subject area questions, starting with game question number 10, the sports category question, taken from the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette sports sections from Monday, November the 18th, through Friday, November the 22nd of 2019. Farmington High School, your sports question. Identify the Springdale Harbor cornerback / receiver who missed his entire sophomore season with a rare illness, but returned late last season as a junior to play.
Anderson?
No?
Bailey?
No? That's time for the Steel Prairie Grove High School.
Cole Bowen.
Cole Bowen is correct for 1 point. Well done, Prairie Grove High School. And Prairie Grove High School, your sports question. Identify the coaching agent regarded as the most powerful in the SEC who created the first ever buyout clause for Arkansan and former Auburn coach Tommy Tuberville after going 13-0 in 2004.
Anderson?
No?
Richards?
No?
Kevin Singer?
No? That's time for the Steel Farmington High School.
Bag?
No? And for the Steel Bentonville West High School.
Fleming.
No? All good guesses. We were looking for Jimmy Sexton. Moving on to Bentonville West High School, your sports question. Identify the most polarizing driver in NASCAR who just won his second Cup title and was featured on the November 18th Arkansas Democrat-Gazette sports section holding up the trophy in Victory Lane after winning Sunday's NASCAR's Cup Series Championship and at the Homestead Miami Speedway. Bush. Kyle Bush is correct for 4 points. Well done, Bentonville West High School. Now moving on to game question 11, the chemistry category. Farmington High School, your chemistry question. A class of strong electrolytes is the strong bases, soluble ionic compounds containing what ion? This ion is in the name of strong bases and separate from the cations of the compound when dissolved in water.
Ions,
No?
cations.
No? That's time for the still Bentonville West High School. Hydroxide is correct for 1 point. Well done, Bentonville West High School. Prairie Grove High School, your chemistry question. What is the name of an ion with a negative charge? Anion is correct for 4 points. Well done, Prairie Grove High School. Bentonville West High School, your chemistry question. What is the smallest whole number ratio of atoms in a compound? This can be used to specify the molecular formula of an atom by finding the whole number multiple of this ratio based on the molar mass. Empirical formula is correct for 4 points. Well done, Bentonville West High School. Now moving on to game question 12, taken from art history. Farmington High School, your art history question. Which artist was a Spanish court painter during the Romanticism movement, frequently infusing his works with political and social issues?
Goya?
Goya is correct for 4 points. Well done, Farmington High School. Prairie Grove High School, your art history question. Which artist added onto St. Peter's in Rome during the Baroque era, most notably designing the oval open space framed with colonnades in front of the basilica?
Van Eyck.
No?
Diablo.
No?
Delacroix.
No?
Gilbert.
No?
Oxford.
We'll call time for the still Bentonville West High School.
Bernini.
Bernini is correct for 1 point. Well done, Bentonville West High School. And Bentonville West High School, your art history question. Which artist was the leader of the German High Renaissance?
Rembrandt.
No?
Van Eyck.
No? That's time for the still Farmington High School.
Dürer?
Dürer is correct for 1 point. Well done, Farmington High School. Now we're moving into game question 13, which comes from the mathematics category. Today's math questions will all be geometry questions. Each team has selected colored envelopes on your table. We'll start with Farmington High School, which you each pass out the pieces of paper in the blue envelope to all players. You will have 60 seconds to identify this geometry math question. Line segment CD is formed by points C at 5 and 4 and D at -3, 5. What is the length of the segment CD in square root form?
Square root of 65.
The square root of 65 is correct for 4 points. Well done, Farmington High School. Moving on to Prairie Grove High School, the yellow table. Each team has a yellow envelope. Would you please pass all pieces of paper to your teammates? You will have 60 seconds to identify and answer this geometry question. Line segment AB is formed by points A, -1, 2, and B, 5, 6. What is the length of segment AB in square root form?
The square root of 52.
The square root of 52 is correct. Well done, Prairie Grove High School, for 4 points. And Bentonville West High School, the red table. Each team has a red envelope. If you pass those pieces of paper to all players, you'll have 60 seconds to identify this geometry question. Line segment EF is formed by points E at -5, 7 and F at 4, 5. What is the length of segment EF in square root form?
Square root of 85.
The square root of 85 is correct for 4 points. Well done to all three teams in the mathematics category question. Now moving on to game question 14, taken from biology textbooks. Farmington High School, your biology question. What is the term for an action carried out by the muscles under control of the nervous system?
Motor output,
No,
stimulation,
no,
voluntary action,
no,
involuntary action, reflex,
no. For the still, Prairie Grove High School.
effort,
No. And for the still, Bentonville West High School.
Response?
No, we were looking for behavior. Moving on to Prairie Grove High School, your biology question. Where is the one part of the body that the cardiac muscle is found?
heart,
The heart is correct for 4 points. Moving on to Bentonville West High School, your biology question. What is the cellular and tissue-based processes by which the animal body takes shape? Morphogenesis is correct for 4 points. Well done, Bentonville West High School. Moving on to game question 15, taken from the physics category. Farmington High School, your physics question. What is the study of thermal energy and heat, along with their relationships to energy, called?
thermodynamics,
Thermodynamics is correct for 4 points. Well done, Farmington High School. Prairie Grove High School, your physics question. What is the quantity that is equal to the product of an object's mass and velocity?
speed,
No?
velocity,
No? It's time for the still Bentonville West High School.
Momentum.
Momentum is correct for 1 point. Well done, Bentonville West High School. And Bentonville West High School, your physics question. What is the name of the law that states that, in the absence of external forces, the change in the total momentum of a system is zero?
Law of conservation of momentum.
That is correct. The law of conservation of momentum for 4 points. Well done, Bentonville West High School. Now moving on to game question 16, taken from the world history categories. Starting with Farmington High School, your world history question. The World Wars, both 1 and 2, are notorious in world history for transforming into what type of warfare, involving a complete mobilization of resources and people, and affecting the lives of all citizens in the warring countries, no matter their locations.
total war,
Total war is correct for 4 points. Well done, Farmington High School. And Prairie Grove High School, your world history question. Monarchs who attempted to implement Enlightenment ideas in the later 18th century, exemplified what type of monarchy?
enlightened absolutist,
That is correct, Enlightened absolutism. For 4 points. Well done, Prairie Grove High School and Bentonville West High School. Your world history question. Prior to the French Revolution, which of the 3 French estates contained the largest percentage of the country's population? The third estate is correct for 4 points. Well done, Bentonville West High School. Now, before we go on to game questions 17 and 18, each team has selected a different second half subject category question during a pregame meeting with the captains. When it is their turn, each team can only provide one answer to the question. A correct answer earns that team 4 points. Should the answer be incorrect, the other 2 teams can buzz in and steal for 2 points. So in the pregame meeting, Farmington High School, you chose for your team choice category, biology. Your biology question. What is the term for the ability to associate one environmental feature with another?
associative learning,
Associative learning is correct for 4 points. Well done, Farmington High School. Prairie Grove High School, you selected for your team choice category, chemistry. Your chemistry question. What type of chemical bond involves the sharing of electrons?
Covalent bond.
Covalent is correct for 4 points. Well done, Prairie Grove High School. And Bentonville West High School, you selected the mathematics category for your team choice category. Each team has a white envelope. Would you please pass those pieces of paper to all team members? You'll have 60 seconds to answer and identify this mathematics question. Line AB is perpendicular to y equals negative 2x plus 1 and passes through the point 6, 7. What is the equation of line AB?
Y is equal to 1 half x plus 1.
No?
Y is equal to 1 half.
You only get one guess. This is team choice. Okay. In Prairie Grove High School,
Y is equal to 1 half x plus 4.
that is the correct answer. Y equals 1 half x plus 4 for 2 points. All right, moving on to the team question 18, the team toss-up question. But all players, please put or get their buzzers in hand. You can buzz in at any point if you think you know the answer. This category is chosen by me, the moderator. We are choosing the world history category question. Buzzers ready? What European policy did Napoleon attempt to enforce in order to weaken Great Britain's ability? Farmington High School.
Continental system.
The continental system is correct for 4 points. All right, that concludes game number 3. Let's get a score from our judge. All right, currently we have in third place from Bentonville West High School with 45 points. Congratulations, Bentonville West High School. And a tie for first place between Prairie Grove and Farmington High School, both earning 55 points. So let's give both teams a hand. We're going to take a quick intermission break and allow for coaches a 5-minute timer for any challenges before we start game number 4, approximately around 10:30.
Ozark Dermatology offers full medical, surgical, and aesthetic services. Our team offers comprehensive care for medical and surgical conditions for adults and children. Our experienced, board-certified physicians and highly trained physician extenders provide state-of-the-art diagnosis, treatments, and procedures in a relaxed and compassionate setting. Let Ozark Dermatology be your path to healthy skin. Visit any of our 3 convenient locations in Northwest Arkansas.
Hi, I'm Jack with Arvest. Today's goal, outmaneuver these chess pros.
Checkmate. Checkmate. Checkmate.
Checkmate. Checkmate.
Okay. I should let an expert like James help me. And for your financial goals, Arvest is the expert. Our approach to financial planning will help you make all the right moves. Get started now and be prepared for the future like royalty. Trust the experts. Trust Arvest. Hear from a chess pro at our experts website.
Zing Broadband is a proud sponsor of area schools and is excited to offer incredible fast internet speeds. Our students can focus on what really matters, knowing that Zing Broadband can keep up with them. We recognize the hard work and dedication of our students and athletes, and we've built a network to deliver their demand. Zing Broadband proudly serves our local communities and supports all their endeavors.
welcome back to game number 4 of the 8th series match of 9 matches. We did have a slight change from game number 3. Bentonville West High School got 46 points, but the score stayed the same for Farmington High School and Prairie Grove High School, each earning 55 points. For those just joining us, I'm Dustin Seaton, the Gifted and Talented Specialist here at the Northwest Arkansas Education Cooperative in Farmington. I'm also the Game ACE moderator. The additional game administrator and judge is Miss Casey Neal, the novice coordinator here at the Northwest Arkansas Co-op. And our buzz system scorekeeper is Miss Donna Mitchell, the Prairie Grove High School ACE coach. Now, before we start reading the game questions, let's have the 2 teams competing in game number 4 introduce themselves and their coaches for the first half game of play. Starting with Bentonville High School, please introduce your first half players and coaches.
Good morning, we are Bentonville High School. In the clockwise direction, we have Shiva Balatali Devani, Dinesh Vazaretti, myself, Alec Gilmore, Jennifer Zen, and Beck Perry. And we are coached by the perspiring Mr. Payne and magnanimous Mr. McElroy.
Thank you, Bentonville West High School. We do have a bye team on the middle yellow table, but on the red table from Gravett High School, would you please introduce your first half players and coaches?
We are Gravett High School, and going clockwise, we have Braxton Muldoon, Lexi Betts, myself, Valerie Rodine, Carrie Rollo, Riley Brewer, and we are coached by Ms. Schaefer and Ms. Bassing.
Thank you, Gravett High School. And for the benefit of the people unfamiliar with the ACE game, I'll briefly review its structure. There are 2 halves to be played, each half focusing on 7 different academic subject categories. In general, the first half subjects are primarily those from language arts, and the second half coming mainly from the math and science categories. We have some variations as well, especially with a bye team. We will ask a bye question with 5 seconds. After the timer goes off, both teams can buzz in and steal for 1 point. With that said, let's start game number 4, question 1. The current events category, taken from the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette newspapers from Monday, November the 18th, through Friday, November the 22nd, 2019. Bentonville High School, your current events question. On Thursday, November 21st, President Trump announced the Navy, quote, will not be taking away, unquote, what specific item from warfighter and Navy SEAL Ed Gallagher in an ongoing legal review of the sailor's ability to hold on to it.
Purple Heart.
No.
Medal of Honor.
No.
Gun.
No. That's time for the steal. Gravett High School.
The Navy pin?
No. Good guesses. We were specifically looking for the trident pin. All right. We are tossing out the current events question to the bye team, so we'll move directly on to Gravett High School, your current events question. On Wednesday, November 20th, the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette featured a picture of swan caretaker Olaf Nies taking birds to their winter home located where?
Italy?
No. It's time for the steal. Bentonville High School.
Canada.
No, good guesses. We were looking for Hamburg, Germany. Moving on to game question number 2, taken from the World Geography and Culture categories. Bentonville High School, your geography question. What is the term for the portion of the economy concerned with manufacturing useful products through processing, transforming, and assembling raw materials?
Secondary sector.
Secondary sector is correct for 4 points. Well done, Bentonville High School. We'll now read the middle table, the bye teams. After 5 seconds, both teams can buzz in to steal for 1 point. A sovereign state that comprises a town and the surrounding countryside is known as what? It's time for the steal. Bentonville High School.
A city-state.
A city-state is correct for 1 point. Well done, Bentonville High School. Gravett High School, your geography question. What is another term for shifting cultivation, which is when farmers clear land for planting by slashing vegetation and burning the debris?
Slash and burn method?
That is correct. Slash and burn for 4 points. Moving on to game question number 3, taken from the American History category. Bentonville High School, your American History question. Which country did Pinckney's Treaty allow the U.S. to successfully negotiate with?
Spain.
Spain is correct for 4 points. Well done, Bentonville High School. The by-team question after 5 seconds, both teams can buzz in. Where did the Stono Rebellion of 1739 occur? And time for the still, Bentonville High School.
Virginia.
No, not Virginia. Gravett High School for the still.
South Carolina.
South Carolina is correct for 1 point. Well done, Gravett High School. And Gravett High School, your American History question. The triangular trade referred to the trade between the West Indies, Africa, and what?
North America.
No,
Europe.
no,
Colonies.
no. That's time for the still, Bentonville High School.
England.
No, we were specifically looking for New England. Moving on to game question number 4, taken from selected short stories and literature. Bentonville High School, your selected short story. Who does the narrator see at the library in the short story Once?
Her ex-husband.
Her ex-husband is correct for 4 points. Well done, Bentonville High School. The by-team question, after 5 seconds, both teams can buzz in to steal. Where does the narrator's father sit at night in the short story, My Father Sits in the Dark? Time for the still, Bentonville High School.
In a chair in the dark.
No. And for the still, Gravett High School.
In the kitchen.
In the kitchen is correct for 1 point. Well done, Gravett High School. And Gravett High School, your short story question. What is the occupation of Toshiko's husband in the short story Swaddling Clothes?
Businessman.
No,
Doctor.
no,
Lawyer.
no. It's time for the still, Bentonville High School.
Actor.
He is an actor for 1 point. Well done, Bentonville High School. Now moving on to game question number 5, taken from the American Government category. Bentonville High School, your American Government question. What is the term for the presiding officer who services in the Senate in the Vice President's absence?
President Pro Tem.
That is correct, the President Pro Tem for 4 points. Well done, Bentonville High School. The by team, after 5 seconds, both teams can buzz in. American Government question. What is the term used for powers granted to Congress through reasonable deduction from the expressed powers? Time for the still, Bentonville High School.
Implied powers.
That's not what I had.
Inherent powers.
You can go. And Gravett High School.
Inherent powers.
Inherent is not what I have either. Yes, I was looking specifically for implicit powers. Moving on to Gravett High School, your American Government question. What is the term for a joint body created to help iron out differences between the House and Senate versions of a bill? No?
Joint committee.
No? Time for the still, Bentonville High School.
Conference committee.
Conference committee is correct for 1 point. Now moving on to game question 6, taken from selected short stories by William Shakespeare. Bentonville High School, your Shakespeare question comes from the play Hamlet. What does Hamlet to present to Claudius in order to see whether he is guilty?
A play.
That is correct, a play for 4 points. Well done, Bentonville High School. We threw out the Shakespeare question for the by team. Moving on to Gravett High School. Your Shakespeare question comes from the play Hamlet. How does Ophelia die?
She drowns.
She drowns is correct for 4 points. Well done, Rabbit High School. Moving on to game question number 7, taken from the vocabulary selected SAT word. Bentonville High School, your vocabulary question. Name the adjective meaning horrified.
Aghast.
Aghast is correct for 4 points. The bye team, the yellow table. After 5 seconds, both teams buzz into steal. Name the adjective meaning calculating. Time. Nobody buzzes in. We'll call time. We were looking for actuarial. Moving on to Gravett High School. Your vocabulary question. Name the adjective meaning impressive. Call time for the steal. Bentonville High School.
Astounding.
No, not astounding. I was looking for August. Now moving into game questions 8 and 9. Each team has selected a different first half subject category question during a pregame meeting with the captain. When it is their turn, each team can only provide one answer to the question. A correct answer will earn that team 4 points. Should the answer be incorrect, the other 2 teams may try to buzz in and steal for 1 point. In the pregame meeting, Bentonville High School captain selected the geography category. Your geography toss-up or team choice question. What is the leading crop in the world? It is used not only for human consumption, but as animal feed and in various other ways.
Wheat.
No, not wheat. For the steal, Rabbit High School. No, not rice. We were looking for maize. All right, moving on to Rabbit High School. You chose for your team choice category Shakespeare. Your Shakespeare question comes from the play Hamlet. Who attempts to kill Hamlet by stabbing him with a poisoned blade? Laertes is correct for 4 points. Well done, Rabbit High School. And the last question in the first half game of play is a toss-up question chosen by me, the moderator, game question number 9. Would all players please put buzzers in hands? You can buzz in at any time if you think you know the answer to this question. We are choosing for this category literature. Where is the hometown of Benjamin Otalora, Bentonville High School? Buenos Aires is correct for 4 points. Well done, Bentonville High School. Now we'll get a score update from our judges. Currently in second place with 14 points, Gravett High School. And currently in first place with 31 points, Bentonville High School. We're going to take a quick pause, intermission break to let our teams substitute before the second half game of play.
Been saving up for or ready to start thinking about and building your dream home from the ground up? If it is that time for that decision to become a reality for you, wait no longer and reach out to Bauman and Crossnow Construction. Established in 2013, Mike Bauman alongside with Michael and Lane Crossnow, Bauman and Crossnow Construction specialize in residential custom homes, general contracting, multifamily homes, and other specialized homes as well. Having lived in Northwest Arkansas for a combined 61 years, Bauman and Crossnoe Construction are no strangers to the Northwest Arkansas and Farmington areas. They can be reached at www.baumancrossnoe.com. Bauman and Crossnoe Construction, where your dream home can become a reality, are proud supporters of Farmington Cardinal Athletics. Go Cards!
Every home has electrical problems. A faulty switch, outdated fixtures, or not enough outlets. Buzz has seen them all. What's your home's problem? Call Buzz Electrical through Wednesday and get $50 off your service call and receive a whole home safety inspection on us.
The academies give students an opportunity to be grouped together with other students that have similar career interests so that we're not all part of just a big student population. We are all headed in the same direction.
We are really excited to implement them to provide some career training for kids as they get out into the real world so they have the expectations and they know what's going to go on so that if they're going into the workforce or if they're going to college, they're already prepared for those things.
Are you in the market for some exterior or home improvements? Is your home ready for new siding, gutters, or metal roof, or asphalt roof? Do you need a new metal building or shop? Give Foster's Exterior Solutions a call today. Locally owned and operated right here in Farmington since 2008, Foster's Exterior Solutions is a proud supporter of Farmington Cardinal Athletics.
Hello, this is Kerry Pitts with Foster's Exterior Solutions. Please give us a call for all your roofing, siding, and gutter needs. We're at 479-44...
Radio break. Welcome back to our KURN radio listening audience. A reminder that we are going to be streamed on the FM stream at KURN.net. But we all are live at the Northwest Arkansas Education Cooperative in Farmington, Arkansas, where we just completed the first half of game number 4. Currently in second place with Gravett having 14 points, and in first place with 31 points is Bentonville High School. But we have changed players since the first half, so let's again meet our players on stage. Beginning with Bentonville High School, would you please introduce your second half players and coaches?
Hello, we are Bentonville High School, and going clockwise we have Manish Chadrala, Ani Tava, myself, Tejas Wabatia, Sam Brown, and Allison Jang, and we are coached by the persevering Mr. Payne and the meticulous Mr. McElroy.
Thank you, Bentonville High School. And the red table from Gravett High School, would you please introduce your second half players and coaches?
We are Gravett High School, and going clockwise, we have Daniel Griffiths, Cody Pump, myself, Seth Lumen, Michael Duke, Mikey Larson, and we are coached by Miss Bassing and Miss Schaefer.
Thank you, Gravett High School. Now we will start the second half of the game with 7 new subject area questions, starting with game question number 10, taken from the sports section of the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette newspaper, taken from Monday, November the 18th through November the 22nd, Friday, November the 22nd. Bentonville High School, your sports question. Identify the Cleveland Browns defensive end who was suspended by the NFL for fighting late in the Browns' 21-7 win over the Pittsburgh Steelers on Thursday Night Football.
Miles Garrett.
Miles Garrett is correct for 4 points. Well done, Bentonville High School. And the bye team's sports question, after 5 seconds, both teams can buzz in to try to steal. Identify either one of the interim U of A head coach Barry Lundy's sons who asked their father who would be starting as quarterback for the Saturday road game against the number 1 LSU Tigers. Time. No guesses. We'll call Bentonville High School.
Jones.
Jones is incorrect. We call time. We are looking for either Luke or Levi. So no points awarded. Moving on to Gravett High School. Your sports questions. Identify the athletic director at the University of Central Arkansas, UCA, who said he is confident the Bears will have a shot to make the playoffs.
Smith.
No?
Anderson.
No?
White.
No?
Johnson.
No? Call time. chimed in, no points awarded. We were looking for the athletic director named Brad Teague. Moving on to game question number 11, the chemistry category. Bentonville High School, your chemistry question. Real gases cannot be accurately modeled by the ideal gas law. Instead, what simple equation of state is sometimes used to account for non-ideality?
Avogadro's equation?
No. Call time for the steel. Gravette High School.
The non-ideal gas law.
No. The guesses, we were looking for the van der Waals equation. We threw out the chemistry question by team, so we'll move on to Gravette High School. Your chemistry question. What is the equation for entropy H? Call time for the steel. Bentonville High School.
H equals delta U.
Say it again.
H equals delta U.
It's not what I have. The answer that I have is H equals E plus PV. So no points awarded. Moving on to game question 12, taken from the art history category. Bentonville High School, your art history question. Which artist was the most important French artist of the 15th century?
Latour.
No?
Fouquet.
That is correct. Jean Fouquet for 3 points. Nicely done, Bentonville High School. Moving on to the by team question. After 5 seconds, both teams can try to buzz it to steal. Which artist was considered the first major Baroque painter? Time. Bentonville High for the steal.
Caravaggio.
Caravaggio is correct for 1 point. Well done, Bentonville High School. Gravette High School, your art history question. Which artist was thought to have used a camera obscura to successfully portray the natural light that frequently enters his paintings from a window?
Woodbridge.
No? Call time. Bentonville High School.
Vermeer.
Vermeer is correct for 1 point steal. Well done, Bentonville High School. Now we're moving into game question 13 in the mathematics category. Each team has on their table a set of envelopes. Would you please pass out the blue envelope pieces of paper to each team? You'll have 60 seconds to identify this geometry question. Find the volume of a cylinder with a radius of 7 inches and a height of 10 inches.
.490 pi inches cubed.
That is correct, 490 pi inches cubed for 4 points. Well done, Bentonville High School. We are throwing out the by team's math questions, so moving on to Gravette High School. Each team has on their table a set of pieces of paper in a red envelope. Would you please pass those pieces of paper to each team? Gravette High School, you will have 60 seconds to identify this geometry question. Find the volume of a cylinder with a radius of 8 inches and a height of 9 inches.
275 pi inches cubed.
No?
Pi inches cubed.
No?
.250 pi inches cubed.
No? It's time for the Steele, Bentonville High School.
576 pi inches cubed.
That is correct for 1 point, Steele. To Bentonville High School. Now moving on to game question 14, taken from the biology categories. Bentonville High School, your biology question. Which approach attempts to prevent algal blooms from eutrophication by altering the density of higher level consumers instead of using chemical treatments? Call time for the Steele. Gravette High School.
Bioremediation.
It's not what I have. Good guess. I was specifically looking for biomanipulation. So no points awarded there. Going to the by team. 5 seconds. You can buzz into Steele. What is non-living organic material, such as the remains of dead organisms, feces, fallen leaves, and wood, known as? Call time for the Steele, Bentonville High School. Not what I have. For the Steele, Gravette High School. Say it again. That's not what I have. I was looking for detritus. Moving on to Gravette High School, your biology questions. What is the process in which the primary producers die and the detritivores
Secondary succession.
can reduce, no, that's not what I have, can reduce or even use up the available oxygen in the water through decomposition, also reducing the clarity of the water?
Eutrophication.
That is correct for 3 points. Moving on to game question 15, the physics category. Bentonville High School, your physics question. What is the name of a constant temperature process?
Isothermal.
Isothermal is correct for 4 points. Well done, Bentonville High School. The by team's physics question. After 5 seconds, both teams can buzz in for the Steele. What is the SI unit of pressure? It's time. Bentonville High School for the Steele.
Pascal.
Pascal is correct for 1 point. Well done, Bentonville High School. And Gravette High School, your physics question. What unit is the energy content of food usually given in? Calories is correct for 4 points. Well done, Gravette High School. Now we're moving on to game question 16, taken from world history category. Bentonville High School, your world history question. Which French king was deposed and beheaded as a result of the French Revolution?
Louis XVI.
Louis XVI is correct for 4 points. Well done, Bentonville High School. The by team's question after 5 seconds, both teams can buzz in to Steele. Who wrote the Communist Manifesto and spoke about the oppression of the proletariat by the bourgeoisie, leading to the formation of the German Social Democratic Party? Time for the Steele, Bentonville High School.
Karl Marx.
Karl Marx is correct for 1 point. And Gravette High School, your world history question. Who promoted the ideas of natural selection and evolution, both more readily accepted by a growing secular society in the late 1800s?
Charles Darwin.
Charles Darwin is correct for 4 points. Well done, Gravette High School. Now we're moving into games questions 17 and 18, which are the team choice and toss-up questions. Each team has selected a different second half subject category question during a pregame meeting with the captains. When it is their turn, each team can only provide one answer. A correct answer earns that team 4 points. Should the answer be incorrect, the other team can try to buzz in and steal for 2 points. In the pregame meeting, Bentonville High School, you selected physics as your team choice category. Your physics question: what is the term that means the rate at which energy is transformed?
Power.
Power is correct for 4 points. Well done, Bentonville High School. And Gravette High School, in your team captain's team choice selection, you selected mathematics. If you would please pass out the pieces of paper in the white envelope to all players. We'll have 60 seconds to identify this geometry question. The diameter of the top of a storage drum is 2 feet. What is the volume of the can if the height is 4 feet? Give the answer in terms of pi.
Feet.
Say it again.
4 pi feet cubed.
Yes, that is correct. 4 pi feet cubed for 4 points. Well done, Gravette High School. And the last question of the game, question 18, is a toss-up question chosen by me, the moderator. Would all players please get your buzzers in hand, and you can interrupt me at any time if you think you know the answer to this question. We're going to choose biology as the team choice category, our team toss-up category. Biology question. What is the tendency for characteristics to diverge more in sympatric than in allopatric populations of two species called? Bentonville High School.
Mutation.
Mutation is incorrect. Time. We are looking for character displacement. All right, that concludes game number 4. We're going to take a quick break, take 5 minutes to see if there are any challenges from the coaches. But let's get a score update before we dismiss. Currently in second place with 26 points, Gravette High School. And currently in first place with 59 points, Bentonville High School. Let's congratulate both teams for playing today in game number 4. Oh, is there a change score? 29? Sorry. Gravette High School has 29 points, and Bentonville High School had 59 points.
Do I need to?
So we're going to